Bein. Bein also is from the language which comes from German. It means links. So, my name is Peng Chuyan. Today, I would like to discuss about what is personal transporter. So, personal transporter usually light in weight and compact. Thus, it can be carried easily along the way. Second, it usually powered by electric or battery, and thus it will not require any fuel. So, it will help in reducing carbon dioxide emission and eco-friendly. Third, it also travels at a speed that do not exceed 25 km per hour. So, it is safe and suitable for young and old. So, what is the problem that statement? First, how to increase the efficiency of the security guard or police as well as their physical strength. Second, how to reduce the number of on the road vehicle and carbon dioxide emission, as well as taking care of the environment. Third, how does the personal transporter improve the safety and stability during riding on the road? So for the first question, it covers more area in less time and also less fatigue. Besides, it also has a height advantage, so it is much more better observation and the ability to spot trouble and wanted person. Third, faster response. If there is a lot of area to patrol and a few of officers for coverage only, thus it can reduce the labor cost. If there is emergency, it can get to the scene immediately and get the problem resolved much more quickly. Second, how to reduce the number of road vehicle and carbon dioxide emission. As for this type of personal transporter, it powered by electric or battery and do not require any fuel. Thus, no fumes or burning of fuels. Thus, it helps in improve air quality, decrease pollution, and also protect the environment. Besides that, the cost of personal transporter and maintenance fee is much more lower compared to normal vehicle. Thus, everybody is able to afford it. For the third question, how does the personal transporter improve the safety and stability during riding on the road? It helps in increasing the safety and stability during riding on the road with the use of personal transporter. This is because it always travels at a speed that do not exceed 25 km per hour. Thus, it will decrease the rate of road accident. Now, I would like to discuss about the implication of problems. First, it makes the security guard and police officer life more easier. The labor cost may reduce by using personal transporter. It can reduce activities of the security guard and police officer. According to the US EPA, outdoor air pollution is associated with heart and asthma attacks, bronchitis, and premature mortality. Our indoor environment is 2 to 5 times more toxic than our outdoor environment. So we should do what we can to prevent pollution. Last but not least, if the safety and stability of the personal transporter are not handled properly, it may cause serious injuries to the people, especially to the children. For example, the Segway accident is the death of Segway company owner, who is Jimmy Halcyon, who fell off a 30-foot cliff into a river while riding a Segway near his home in West Yorkshire in UK in 2010. Therefore, we decided to change to use the brake mechanism because it is more stable due to slower speed and more contact with the ground.
Next, we are going to introduce two policies whereby our personal transporter is being inspired, which are the National Environmental Policy (NEP) and the Occupational Safety and Health Policies. The National Environmental Policy has a goal in order to provide the economic, social and cultural progress through sustainable and environmentally sound development. Its objective has a clean, safe, healthy and productive environment for the present and future generations, as well as it encourages the people to have a sustainable lifestyle and method of consumption and production. After that, the occupational safety and health policies have an objective in order to safeguard the safety and health for each employee. The personal transporter helps to provide the safety working environment to the employee for the reasons of it has a smaller size, as well as it is within the considerable shape speed range.
We would like to introduce some idea generation and selection. The first one is about the clamp mechanism. The clamp mechanism is an expansion of the Burmester theory, where convert the rotary motion of the crank to the linear movement of the foot for 1/2 rotation of the crank and raise the foot for the second half before it returns to the starting point. The idea of the clamp mechanism is based on the movement of animal which like spider. Each linkage works based on the basic of the kinematics and their linkage are 180 degrees out of phase. When the clamp mechanism needs to step for a high position, it can be achieved by rotating the connecting arm which hook up to the crank on one end and the middle of the leg on the others. The proportion of every of the link within the mechanism area unit outline is to optimize the one-dimensionality of the foot for simple fraction of the rotation of the crank. There are some advantages of the clamp mechanism. From the aspect of the simplicity, it is simpler and less complicated as compared to the other mechanism. From the aspect of compatibility, it is very compatible and portable. Next, it is not require the microcontroller and it can step over the area that are not accessible by wheel. Last but not least, it also requires a small amount of the number of joints. There are also some disadvantages of the clamp mechanism, which is the first one is not stable and the second one is it might face difficult when pass through the heel.
The second working mechanism I want to talk about is the Chebyshev plantigrade working mechanism. It is also known as Chebyshev lambda mechanism. It is a four-leg working leg mechanism that converts rotational motion to approximate straight line motion in a constant velocity. It actually displays the same form as that of plantigrade animals such as bear, rabbit, and also human. And the basic structure of the leg mechanism consists of two fixed hinges, three edges of the same length. The two fixed hinges is these two, and the three equal length is this three. And this is the simple construction, the basic construction of the leg mechanism. Next, I want to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of this kind of leg mechanism. First, since the foot have greater surface area, thus it is more stable while walking on the flat road. At the opposite side, it faces difficulty when passing through some obstacle and also uneven road. Second one, it is simple in alignment and modification to achieve straight line motion. In the opposite side, modification had to be done and it made it become more complex and it's hard to achieve zero turning radius. Last but not least, it is simple in structure and linkages, but it is not suitable and recommended to withstand high load.
Mechanism I would like to introduce is the Theo-Jensen mechanism. There is 11 Pauli numbers in the Theo-Jensen mechanism, which is a set of ratios provided by the Theo-Jensen in order for the designer to be scaled up or scaled down to achieve the stability of the structure. In this slide, the crank arm will be actuated by the motor and rotating, whereby it will cause the other linkage to be rotated as well. This is the locus of the motion for the Theo-Jensen mechanism. This is the crank arm rotating by the motor, whereby the locus it creates is shown here. The advantages of the Theo-Jensen mechanism is that it is much more stable and efficient in uneven surface compared to wheel mechanism. It has provided with a set of dimensions which can be scaled to any level. It has a minimal contact with ground, and it incorporates the climbing abilities. The disadvantages of the Theo-Jensen mechanism is that it is a complex planar linkage mechanism. It has a low strike height and it is inefficient compared to the wheel due to the low speed at which it is traveled. Lastly, it involves a high cost due to the complexity it has.
Okay, now we are going to talk about the Gauss mechanism. Okay, Gauss mechanism is invented by the Amanda Gauss from the Pomona College from the United States, and it is based on the modification of the Theo-Jensen mechanism. So the main purpose is it is focused on the simplicity of the design. It is advantageous in terms of the energy efficiency and also the stability. So this is the construction of the Gauss mechanism. This is the crank movement, and this is the foot, the locus of the foot. Okay, it has several advantages. First, it has smaller deviation of the center of mass in x and y coordinate, so that it can achieve higher stability. For the additional information, the Theo-Jensen mechanism can also be more stable by having more foot, which is out of phase. Second, it has smaller variation in the x velocity, so it can have more uniform velocity in the x direction. So the advantage of this is it has lesser changes, and it has lesser chances in dragging of the feet. Third, it has symmetrical locus. The symmetrical locus can achieve uniform step height in both directions, and it also has energy efficiency. Lastly, the ratio of the support stage to the total locomotive duration is greater than 0.5. So it means high stability. By the comparison with the Theo-Jensen mechanism, the Theo-Jensen mechanism is able to mount the foot on the same plane. So it means that it can produce lightweight and compact personal transporter. Second, Theo-Jensen mechanism also has higher step size than Gauss mechanism, which means that it is able to pass through the high obstacle. Thirdly, Theo-Jensen mechanism is move faster than Gauss mechanism, so it is time saving.
After a few of discussion and comparison, we decided to choose Theo-Jensen mechanism as our personal transporter. This is because it has higher stability compared to clamp and Chebyshev plantigrade working mechanism. Besides that, Chebyshev plantigrade working mechanism has difficulty to achieve zero turning radius. Furthermore, it moves faster than Gauss mechanism, thus it is time saving. Last but not least, it has higher step height compared to Gauss mechanism, thus it is able to pass through the high obstacles.
Now I would like to talking about the impact on the multicultural society. Before I start, I would like to introduce some information about the Segway human transporter. The Segway human transporter was introduced in 2001. and it is a self-balancing two-wheels device. There are 3 types of model for Segway Human Transporter, which is E-Series, which is optimized for delivery with enhanced cargo carrying capacity, and I-Series is to optimize for range and varying terrain, and for the P-Series is designed for densely populated area. There are some impact on the multicultural society, which from the aspect of the business, it enables employees travel short distance with less wasted time. It also increases carrying capacity and reduces the strain of repetitive tasks, and also reduce the cost of work-related injuries. From the aspect of the personal, it allows quicker individual travel, and also allowing the injuries individual travel from the place to another place. From the aspect of university, it allows the user travel along the campus and enable reduction in traffic and parking congestion and saving in time for finding the parking around the campus.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the impact on the multicultural society in terms of the safety. On 1st February 2014, Segway conducted 2-year Segway pilot project, and 3 different renters were granted permit to conduct Segway tour around the province. The municipal traffic authority was involved to control whether Segway could be used on municipal sidewalks. And the report from traffic authority, rider and other road users were investigated. The main objective is let the Department of the Transportation and Infrastructure Renewal (TIR) to consider amending the Motor Vehicle Act, so to allow their personal transporter to be legally permitted on Nova Scotia streets and sidewalks. And the result is the Segway was perceived by the rider to be a safe, fun and effective way to travel, especially for those with mobility issues. Second, other road users thought that Segway took too much room, were too fast for sidewalks, and were not respectful for the pedestrian. So I suggest is that the speed limit for use on sidewalk can be implemented to reduce the negative impact of Segway's movement among pedestrians.
The third impact I would like to share is the walking chair for disabled person. A research found that majority of the movement disabled population resides in the rural areas such as India. A group of engineers try to solve this problem by construct a walking chair that can overcome small obstacles at the price of most basic wheelchair. Their idea utilized a parent idea of Theo Jensen. The walking chair propelled by hand using chain and sprocket mechanism to make it more cost effective. And this is the basic structure of the hand pedal they use in their design. And this is the final design of their walking chair.